Hey guys, today in this video we will be talking about the BEM approach. So what exactly is BEM? BEM stands for Block Element Modifier. It's an approach for naming and organizing your HTML and CSS classes in a way that promotes reusability and scalability. Let's break it down. A block is a standalone component that is meaningful on its own. It represents a higher level component or a module of your web page. An element is a part of a block that has no standalone meaning and is semantically tied to its block. Elements are always nested inside a block. Finally, a modifier is a flag on a block or element that changes its appearance or behavior. Modifiers allows you to alter the style or state of a block or element without changing its core structure. So let's understand why we need to use this BEM approach. So by following the BEM approach or BEM naming convention, our code becomes more structured and easier to understand. It also promotes modularity and reusability, making it simpler to maintain and scale our projects. So let's see how we can implement or how we can write the code using BEM approach. Alright, so here we will try to create a card component using BEM approach. So I have this application running. So this is our component HTML, and we will be writing the CSS code here. All right, so let's go to our HTML page and try to create a card component using BEM approach. So first of all, let's create a div and class name is card. So this card is block in our BEM approach, and now this card can have multiple elements. So for example, let's create image element. So this is our image, and the class name would be first block, then double underscore, then we can add a class for this image, so it will be like card image, and then it will have a source, let's say image.jpg. This is we will replace this URL later, so let it be. Now it can have other elements as well. So a card can have heading, so we have this heading h2, and we can name the class as card double underscore title. So this is our card title. All right, we have two elements now. Now we can have another element paragraph for our card, and class name can be card double underscore description, and it can have some lorem ipsum text, or let's generate it from here. All right, so let's copy this thing like this and paste it here. Awesome. So now we have this block card, and then it have multiple elements like card image, card title, and card description. So now you can see that it is very much readable. Now this card can also have a button element. So let's create that button, and class name can be card double underscore button, and let's say it learn more. All right, so now our card structure have been completed. So first of all, in most parent, we have this card, which is our block, and then we have this image h2p and button, which are elements. So for elements we use this double underscore to denote them. All right, so since this image is not there, let's find one image, sample placeholder image. All right, now we have this image. Let's open it in new tab. All right, copy it and paste it here and save. All right, so now you can see our card have this image. All right, so we have seen this block and we have seen these elements. So card image, card title, card description, and card button. Now let's talk about modifier. So for our button element, this button can be a primary, secondary, success, danger type of button. So for example, let's create a modifier this button, which we will call primary. So to write that, we will write card underscore button, and for modifier we use two dashes like this, and now we can call it primary. All right, so this is our HTML structure for card component using the BEM approach. Now let's write some CSS. So open this file CSS and let's write the CSS for the block element, which is card, and we will write our CSS again. So first of all, background color, let's call it CCC and save it. All right, next we will have border radius, let's call it 8 pixel. Then we can have box shadow, let's create it like 0 pixel, then 4, then 8, and RGBA 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0.1. All right, now padding, and let's take it 20 pixel. And now we can have width, so let's take width 400 pixels. All right, so this is our card. We have created the CSS for the block. Now let's create the CSS for the elements. So it will be we will be using SCSS features here. So if you are working with CSS, your CSS will look like this: dot card underscore underscore image, and then you can write the CSS here. So it will be like width 100%. So right now, since I am using the SCSS file, so I will utilize the SCSS features. So I will move this code to here, and we can remove this dot card because it is already there in the parent section. So let's add ampersand symbol here, and it should work like it was working in the CSS code. All right, so we have written this CSS for our first element in the card, which is image, and let's add some radius to it. So border radius, and let's take it 8 pixel. So now we have this border radius for our image. Now let's go to card title. So as you can see that this code is very much readable. So you can see we have this card, and that card can have this image, and this card can have this title. So you can see that this code is, I mean, how much this code is readable. So let's write CSS for this title. So font size would be 24 pixels, margin top, let's take it 16 pixels, and then margin bottom, let's take it 8 pixels. All right, so this is the CSS for our title, and now let's create the CSS for our card description. So for description, let's take font size of 16 pixels. Then color, let's take hash 333333, and then we can have margin top of 16 pixels. All right. Now let's write the CSS for our button element. So this is our button, and let's design it. We will take padding of 10 pixels vertically and 20 pixels horizontally, and let's remove the border. So border none. Then border radius of 4 pixels, and then cursor would be pointer. All right, so this is our button now, and this is our button, and in our HTML code we have added this modifier. So as I explained before, the role of modifier is to change how the element will look. It will not change the structure, it will change the look and behavior of this element. And how we can write that? So let's utilize the SCSS features again, and we will write and double dash primary. All right, so we can change the background color here. So let's take 0056 B3. All right, and color would be white. Great. So now this card component is ready, and let's summarize. So in HTML, we have this block which is card, and this block is having multiple elements which are card image, card title, card description, and card button. And button is having one modifier which is primary. So whenever we don't want the primary button, we can remove this class, and it will look like this. But whenever we want to modify the look and behavior of this button, we can always add this primary modifier, so it will look like this. And then in CSS we have this card which is block, and then we have elements denoted by double underscore, and when we have this modifier we are writing it with double dashes. So this is how you write the code in HTML and CSS using BEM approach. So you can see that this code is very much readable. It will help future developer to understand your HTML and CSS code easily. So that's the BEM approach in a nutshell. Remember, it's not just about writing code, it's about writing code that's clean, maintainable, and scalable. Give BEM a try in your next project, and you will see the difference it can make. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more web development tips and tutorials. See you in the next one.